is online sort of leveling the playing field now. I mean, you can still, like, that was my thing as you were talking about this, of like, can you potentially get a theater film a show that you wrote and put it online and see how it does online as an online theater show?
Yeah. I think online theater is tricky to watch. For me, I don't love watching it because if I'm watching a film, I want to, like, you want to see faces, you want to be engaged, you want different angles to show you different things.
So if it's a theater show, it's quite far away.
It's far away, but also sometimes it's multicam, but even then you're like, it's not ideal. It's definitely, if you want to see the show, you're going to enjoy it, and I'm so glad that option exists. But yeah, ideally, if you're making a film, you want to think about the shots first, because filming is its own way of storytelling. Yeah. But if you're in a theater, technically, I could be looking wherever I want and noticing different things, and you are going to notice different things. But film it tells you where to look, and it's hard to do while filming just like a theater play. But yeah, absolutely. But I think there's also that difference between, like you're saying, leveling the playing field. Online content, I don't do. I should do it. I don't do it. I hate the idea that I would be talking to myself and looking at myself and just being like, oh, I'm funny. But for me, I'm like, if I'm funny, I'm not writing jokes. I'm funny because I'm trying to make someone laugh. Yeah. There's a connection there, and it can't be like an invisible audience. Like, maybe if I tried filming or had a friend film me doing characters, I could like feel good about it because I'm trying to make my friend laugh. Yeah. But like, I find no satisfaction and only a wealth of like self-esteem, hatred in doing like videos speaking to camera.
I have this image of you just like trying to fake laugh to the camera, like, am I right, guys?
I'm just trying to be natural. You're like, if I'm talking to a friend, great. And then if you're filming me, I could probably be like, I'm going to do it to camera, but it's really for you. And I trick myself. But anyway, I find that's a totally different skill, and it's become a strange like space where people are like, I'm just going to do a little vlog for a second. And you're like, what? The idea to do that would never cross my mind. I would never go like, I got to take a video telling this story. Like, I'm like, I want to tell my friends. I want to, but that's because I'm not online famous, and there's a reason, and I should do better. But yeah, I think just filming like a sketch or a podcast or a short film is so much more. You can make a short film.
Well, now I can, yes. I mean, I've done one on a GoPro.
Yeah, honestly, or like your phone can be better than cameras sometimes. But yeah, I think in a weird way, shorts and sketches have become more accessible than live performance, which is just quite sad because we want to drive people to, or not drive them, but like there's a great going out culture here, and I want to see that continue to grow. Yeah.
It's almost like the prices of rent and just trying to get space going up has affected everything.
But again, it's a like, I don't know. I would love to have like a separate life going at the same time where I'm just like running a community theater, and like, because just allowing people being like, great, I'm giving you the theater space for free in a month's time. I'll help you make the poster, and let's work on the show together. But like, and then in a month you've put on a show. And isn't that amazing? And I think that comes maybe from a place of my improv background of thinking like, there can be like, as if you're in the character and you understand like scene dynamics and where you want it to go, then like you can walk up and like create some of the best shows people are going to see in their whole lives, like in that moment. I've also done like a 2-hour narrative improv show. So we basically improvised a film.
And what's that, like dramatic improv? Or?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which was like great because like the person running it really put us out of our comfort zone, and she taught us the Blake Snyder beat sheet. So that's kind of what we based this 2-hour film on, was like following, if we all knew like, oh, this is the inciting incident, then we could kind of track where we were and we're going, and just so we didn't burn out ideas too fast.
Yeah.
But it was a really interesting exercise, and one that like I'm super appreciative of. But yeah, I just think that, but same, like you said, with putting a camera in a room, being in an improv space and when that improv show is going well is like, electric. It's like nothing you've ever felt before, and you're like, God, and someone does a callback, and it's perfect, and it just is like the most satisfying thing, and you know you're in it. But then I remember I saw the show, I was like blown away. I was like, it was amazing. And then they were like, oh, we put it up on YouTube, and I went home and I watched it, and it was just not the opposite, but it was you're just like, oh, the magic's gone. Yeah. And it was like just a filmed improv set, didn't have there's something about being in the room. And that's why I think trying to make a short film feel like you're in the room means like being up close and choosing your shot and where am I looking and why is that important. Then you're in it, and there's something that should feel magic about that. Yeah. Instead of just being like, the camera's over there, but there's magic. If you just look really close, there's magic.
You zoom in, you put your grandma glasses on.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
I don't remember what question. I don't think I answered anything.
I think you've answered a lot. I'm just like, because I'm trying to figure out, we started with how you do so many things, but now I'm like, you do so many things. You got the improv, the stand-up, the writing, the directing. It sounds like I'm doing DMX at this point. The drama, the pain, the hustle. But yeah, man, well done.
Yeah.
Well fucking done.
It's good. It's hard, and I feel I'm hoping for a time of less needing to hustle.
Yeah. We're all about the grind set here. We're all about the grind set, but sometimes...
Yeah, I'm actually in the middle of applying for my next visa. So there's like that weight on top of like, I've just been going from work to doing that to writing this script that's due tomorrow. That's like, yeah, just a lot. There's a lot.
So, there's a rich uncle or relative.
Please
or even
die.
Bruce Willis.
I know there's no one in my family has money. God bless him. Still love him anyway, but yeah. It's quite, I think that is it. It's so frustrating to have people be like, oh yeah, my grandfather's from the UK, so I just have a passport. And I'm like, so much of all of the money I've saved up over the past 2 years is going directly into paying to be here. I want to be, and people are like, why do you want to be here? And I'm like, it's not that Canada's bad, it's great. It has so many good things. Like the amount of things that I've done in the past 2.5 years being here, like could only touch a corner of what I would have. Opposite is so big here, so small Canada.